Welcome back, Tauros fans, to All Access. I'm Preslie, and with me is my co-host, Olivia. We have a super fun show for you today. It is the week of home openers, so we are super excited here at the Tauros hockey team. So before we get started, Liv has some very exciting news to share.
Yes, so as we know, Preslie and I got here just about a month ago, and the boys arrived 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yeah.
And since then, we've basically been committed to posting on TikTok once a day, making the boys film all the time. And
Early in the morning.
Yeah,
every
we
day.
arrive and they see us and they're like, why are you guys here at 8 a.m.? But they've been loving it and killing it, I'd say. They have fun, even if they tell you they don't, they do. And we had one video that you guys know went on Bar Down, and then just this past weekend we posted another video asking the boys what year you have to be born in to be considered old. And being the junior hockey players that they are, a lot of them were saying the hockey age out, so 2005, 2004, and people on TikTok are taking that and running with it and being very surprised that at 21 years old you're getting called old. So that video is currently at 2.5 million views, which is our now highest performing video here, which is insane. And I mean, we're so thankful to the boys, I'd say. Like,
yes.
Obviously our jobs are not possible without them,
right.
It's been so fun watching that blow up and, you know, getting these crazy comments saying, how am I being called old when I'm 21 years old? Or my favorite was, I can get into the bar and the boys can't, as someone who was 22 years old commented. So it's definitely been just a huge growth for us, and, you know, now our next video, we're just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing to beat that out. So it's been incredible.
Yes, and be sure to stay tuned for some more TikToks coming this season. We have a lot of fun stuff planned, so be sure to follow us on TikTok. That way you can stay up to date. And then welcome back to Ask the Herd. And again, like we mentioned yesterday, Ask the Herd's going to be kind of going through home opener, you know, frequently asked questions. And so today is about the Flex tickets. So Flex packs are now available. You can go to tickets.minotauroshockey.com. You can get 10 redeemable codes, and each code is good for 1 ticket. So if you want to use all 10 of them for yourself and just come to 10 games of your choice, you can. You want to bring some friends with you, each code is good for 1 ticket. So just be sure to check that out on our website, and we hope to see you at some games this season.
Yes, we are so excited for home opener. It's going to be a blast, and being back on the Pepsi rink as the West rink, I know we were talking to some of the boys today, and they are so excited, you know, get out there, see the crowd. And also, this past weekend, I got the opportunity to sit down with Declan Farmer, who is playing for the Paralympic Sled Hockey USA team. He was here. We know Preslie got to sit down with Chris Douglas. Declan Farmer came in the next day, and we got to sit down and chat with him for a little bit. So take a look at that, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 3. Hello, Tauros fans. I'm joined here today with Paralympic gold medalist in sled hockey, Declan Farmer. How are you today?
Great. Thanks for having me.
What first drew you to sled hockey, and how did your journey begin?
So I started playing when I was 8 years old in Florida, in Tampa, with the Lightning. A team from New York came down and ran a clinic for people who were playing like other adaptive sports like wheelchair basketball, softball. I had never done anything besides like able-bodied sports, and my parents just kind of got me into it. And I really liked the speed of the game, the camaraderie part of it, and it was just a lot of fun right from the start.
Growing up, did you have any role models or athletes that you looked up to?
You know, I think a lot, like other kids, you know, you kind of like the professional athletes that are in, like in your city that you root for. So I was, you know, had athletes in the Lightning, the Bucks that I liked a lot. But you know, as I get a little bit older, you start looking up to like actually like sled hockey players. So our current captain of the team, Josh Paws, was someone I looked up to at that time. Steve Kasher, former goalie. You know, there's a lot of people that you kind of find inspiration from.
For sure. We heard from Chris you were actually one of the guys he looked up to. You know, he said you were always coming on, having new tricks learned, and he was, you know, trying to catch up to you. How would you say that early experience shaped your mindset?
Yeah, so Chris and I mean, we kind of came up at the same time. I was a little bit before him, but he was older than me, so we kind of, you know, we had like a little bit of a competitive spirit with each other. I mean, he was always faster and a better skater than me, so I would look up to him in that way and try to like get faster than him, train hard, and he would, you know, learn from me in like the skill work side of things. So I think we made a really good training duo.
I love that. You have done so much and, you know, grown up so much. What would you say keeps you motivated after achieving so much, you know, having those gold medals? What keeps you pushing and striving to keep going?
Yeah, you know, when we have those gold medals, but it's a different team each time because it's every 4 years. So there's players, there's guys on this team who have never won a gold medal before. There's guys like Josh Pauls who've won, 4. So it's really about like each new cycle and trying to win with that group. So that's kind of like, we're all in on that. We're not really like hanging on the past because that's just, different individuals. But like collectively as a team, we're looking ahead.
I like to hear that.
Yeah.
What would you say has been your most memorable game or moment in your career so far?
2018 was our most memorable game. We won gold that year, but it was the only one that was done in overtime against Canada. So that was, just a crazy dramatic ending.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. What advice would you give to a young athlete who, is coming up and having those dreams of wearing USA on their chest one day?
Yeah, I think you kind of have to, in sled hockey, it's still a sport where you have to do a lot on your own because it's not like the typical, everyone plays with kids at the same age. You're playing with 2010 birth years and you go up with that group. It's a little bit more spread out than that. Some people have access to really good coaching, some don't. So it's about kind of learning on your own and trying to define yourself as a little bit of a unique player and getting creative with your training.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, appreciate it.